Are personal computers not a thing for most people anymore? I have younger friends who seem to live on their phones. Most also have a PC, but a very few just phones, and to me that's crazy. The simple task of filling out an online form via phone seems insane to me. I strive not do it. Yep, had a roommate like that who only had a phone. And then there was me with a gaming PC, laptop for chilling school, and a tablet for drawing. It's two sides of a spectrum. You'd be surprised how many people treat their phone as their personal computer. It's not that the personal computer isn't a thing. It's what defines a personal computer that's changed, and it isn't limited to the traditional desktop or laptop. Honestly, it's wild how reliant people have become on their phones. For a lot of folks, smartphones are their all-in-one device that they use them for everything from work to social media to online shopping, so they just don't see the need for anything else. I get it, phones are more portable and easier for a lot of tasks. But when it comes to work, especially IT, I can't imagine not having a personal computer. It's definitely a shift in how we see technology, but phones are becoming the new everything tool for so many. You'd be surprised what you can do with a high-range phone and the right apps. One of my friends runs her moderately successful YouTube channel from her phone, including all the editing. I knew a student who completed every paper he wrote in English Comp 2 on his phone. Only thing he ever got marked off on was a couple of formatting things he couldn't do. I was actually impressed. I would say only about half of my college students have their own laptops. I have barely touched a computer since college. I have no need to. Once your resume is on a jump drive, can use the library computer for free to do this. That's really all you need to upload it for online job applications. I've got an iPad, but I rarely use that either. You being in IT, I can see where a computer is a necessity for your daily life, but for the average person, it simply isn't. Phones are mainly for consumption, whereas desktops and laptops are mainly for productive work. People with only phones have little experience in productive work. Simple. They are lying. They just say that they don't, because they think if they admit they do, the IT KGB will force them to use their personally owned systems immediately after installing monitoring systems that enable stealth access to cameras, microphones, home routers, Alexa, Nest systems, smart fridges, and toasters. In 2021, over 90 of all US households had broadband internet access, for example. Yet, somehow, 40 of my company's employees claimed to not have internet access in a mostly urban population and couldn't possibly connect via VPN without a company-provided hotspot, even if the company offered to subsidize their internet costs. Weird how statistically improbable that was. A phone is way more complicated to navigate for the average technology illiterate user than a computer. Ever consider maybe that's just you? What task work I can only do on a laptop table that I can't do on a phone? They are using their current employer's laptops for their personal use. I don't know, but I wonder in my space because of the reliance on spreadsheets. For example, for nearly everything, I couldn't imagine filling out a form on a phone. The purpose of the phone was to slow down everything average users do, because they are fucking morons and they generate piles of bad information. So you had to get them off of PCs or AI would never learn anything useful. Before cell phones, there was a particularly annoying type of social operator who couldn't actually do anything for themselves. They just suckered others into doing it for them. They often wound up as incompetent middle managers, and they always had the person doing the actual work nearby, reading everything out loud for them. Now you see those people in every Reddit thread, saying, "I'm on a phone at work and can't look up what a merkin is. Can someone quote the Wikipedia page for me?" It often takes so much more effort to write out the question than it does to look it up that you have to assume that they are doing it because they need it explained to them, too. I'm 50. I've never owned my own PC, never had a work computer, a laptop, or a tablet. I didn't even have a smartphone until 2016. I work with my hands, keep much of my technology analog. If I need to write a document or fill out forms that are difficult to do on my phone, which is rarely, I just go to the library. It's free and it's quiet there. If I'm unfamiliar with how to do something, the staff is there to help. I work for a university. Everything done by the students is on their phones, even watching online lectures. I got a personal laptop for virtual interviews, but otherwise don't use it. Between a smartphone and a smart TV, most of my electronic needs are met. My boyfriend has a personal PC, mostly for gaming. I have a PS5 for my gaming needs. Buying a computer is incredibly complicated and stupid expensive. If you go Intel, there is the i3, i7, i9, but that might have changed to be Core Ultra, I don't remember, and the cost. Good lord, every computer store says some crazy ass amount for a terrible computer. My co-worker bought a computer for $1,800 that should have cost $700 if he came to me before buying it. If my main hobby weren't PC gaming, I probably wouldn't own a personal computer either. Anything else I can just do on my phone. The fact that you, an IT employee, think you need an answer to whether I have a personal computer is insane. I have 3 iPads, 2 currently in use laptops, not to mention the 2 old ones that are on a shelf, and a gaming PC in my house. You want to know what happens if the IT department at work asks if I have one at home? No, because unless you are paying for me to have it or it's convenient for me, there's no way I'm acknowledging that to you. I don't want your corporate control software on my computer. The one that lets you remote delete files from my PC? Yeah, no thanks. And FYI, I work in IT. PC is for gaming, monitor for spreadsheets. Most things can be done well enough on a phone.